Taurus, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your September 2023 tarot reading. Thanks to those of you who liked, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. Those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, to help the cross spread as always, and I also pulled 4 agreements, wisdom, oracle, and Mudra card for you guys. But we're actually going to start the reading off by rolling those astrology dice we have in front of us to get an idea of where your focus should be as far as that goes. Alright, so we have 11. And 11th house energy for you guys is Pisces, and 11th house in general points to friendships, groups, hopes, and wishes. And you have Saturn and Neptune there currently. At the time of recording this, we haven't had that full moon in Pisces yet either. So that's going to be technically at the very end of August, but you might still be feeling the effects of that in September as well. All right, we have Mercury. So we'll have Mercury retrograde in your 5th house of romance, creativity, and children. So that area of life could be impacted for you guys for sure. That retrograde ends around the middle of the month, and then it's going to have a post-shadow period for a bit. So most of September, you might find that that area could be a little bit tricky. And we have Capricorn. So Capricorn is your 9th house of philosophy, higher learning, and foreign affairs, and we have Pluto in there, a retrograde. It was there for many years, moved into Aquarius briefly, back into Capricorn. So yeah, that area of life could be a focus for you guys as well. All right, so with all that out of the way, we'll get started with the main spread. In the main situation position, we have the 2 of Swords, Libra energy, and then challenging that we have the Hermit, Virgo energy. So what I'm seeing with this could just be saying that you might have a little bit of difficulty with making a decision around a certain situation. For some of you, it could be around your work lives, possibly around your daily routines, fitness, and with the Hermit as the challenge here, it could just be saying that you might have to wait to get through Virgo season a little bit more to get more of that clarity you're seeking. So, for example, we just talked about how you guys have the Mercury retrograde energy to deal with there, and even the post-shadow period for pretty much all of September. So it could just be one of those things where, especially at least as it does change directions, you might feel like you're going to get more clarity around the situation there. So it might just require a little bit more patience on your part. In the foundation position, we have the 7 of Cups. So seeing this here to me says that you probably have hyper awareness that you're not seeing the situation clearly right now. So that could be why you're hesitant to make a decision too. So, on top of the actual Mercury retrograde energy we were talking about, we also have Venus retrograde energy. You guys are ruled by Venus, so you could really be feeling that energy as well. So yeah, it could just be one of those things where you might have that awareness, like, okay, I don't want to make a decision right now because I know I'm not seeing the situation too clearly. So that's the good thing there. And that could be what the Hermit energy is saying there too, is that you definitely have an awareness that, you know what, I don't have all the information, I'm not seeing the situation the way I'd like to, so that could be what's holding you back from making a decision at this time. Past energy, we have Temperance. So this is the major arcana card for Sagittarius. And for you guys, that's your 8th house. So for some of you, this could just be saying that situation in the past, it might have been balanced for a really long time. You might have felt a certain level of comfort around it too. So that could be part of what it is too, where part of you might even know that, okay, this might be a temporary thing. But with that said, let me figure out how to actually best navigate through this energy for the time being. All right. In the present position, we have the 10 of Cups. So this is actually a Pisces energy here, which we saw come up with your dice as well. So this could just be saying that you might have a supportive environment around you. So that might be a good thing as well, right? So it's like, okay, maybe there are certain things you're trying to figure out. Like I said, for some of you, this could be more of a financially motivated thing around your careers, possibly. So this could just be saying, but maybe your home life, your groups, your friendships might be going well at this time, at least. And that could be a point of strength for you guys to where, like, okay, all this chaos going on in this other area of life, at least I could count on this area of life to be solid right now. All right, in the near future position, we have the 5 of Pentacles. So yeah, this is a Taurus energy here. So this could just be saying for sure, you guys just might be feeling a little bit roughed up right now, right? feeling like, okay, maybe things aren't going your way, given that this is pentacle energy as well. This might even make it a little bit more likely that what we're talking about here is more of a financially related situation that you're going through right now. And again, like I said, I feel like there's this knowing that a lot of you have that it's not necessarily going to be a long-term thing that you're going to be going through, but at the same time, that doesn't necessarily make it any easier to navigate when you're in the middle of it, right? Right, in the position of your influence in a situation, we have the Ace of Cups. So this could just be saying that you might actually get some creative ideas around how to navigate around the situation. And, like I said, we have that Mercury retrograde energy you guys be dealing with in your house of creativity. So it could just be one of those things where you might actually have an idea that maybe you kicked around in the past, but necessarily didn't see the practicality of it back then, and might come back around to you now, and you might actually find it's a better time to give it an attempt. In the environment position, we have the Emperor. So yeah, this could be another indicator that for some of you this is a work-related thing. Maybe this is someone who likes to have a lot of control around the situation, right? So maybe you might feel that deep down where you're like, okay, maybe this person's holding us back in a certain way, right? Whether it's just you or other people that work in your environment because they just have such a desire for control. So even if you come forward with these good ideas, right, they might be resistant toward them. They might hesitate to take you too seriously, right? So some of you just could just be saying that that could be what you are contending with, and that's what you're trying to figure out, like how best to work around that situation. All right, in hopes or fears position, we have the Nine of Cups. So a lot of you, I would assume this would be more of a hope, right? And it could just be saying that you're hoping for that foundation, right? Like I said, it looks like the groups you associate with, or your friendships, whatever the case may be, it looks like they seem to be a strong point for you guys, and you're probably just hoping that, okay, I can lean on them knowing that all this chaos is going on in this other area of life. All right, and in the outcome position, we have the Queen of Swords. So more Libra energy here, just like we saw with the Two of Swords. So to me, this says that, yeah, for sure, this seems like one of those things that you're going to be feeling the situation out through Virgo season, right? We even seen the Hermit looking directly at that Seven of Cups. Like, okay, I know that there's confusion there. I need to figure out this confusion, right? Before I feel clear and ready to make a decision. Then we see with the Queen of Swords energy here, that saying that as you're moving into Libra season, you're going to feel a lot more confident in making the decision. All right, and bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Wands. So this is an action-oriented energy as well, and can also come across as confident, a little bit bold as well. So yeah, like I said, it just seems like this is one of those things where you seem to have an awareness that, okay, I know that there's some funky energies going on right now that might not make this the ideal time to act on something, but I know it's short term. I'm going to plan. I'm going to make sure I'm seeing the situation clearly in the meantime, get everything in a row. Then when it's time for me to act, I'll be ready to go. Moving on to your Four Agreements card, we have Don't Make Assumptions. There's the artwork, and it says relinquish the need to change others. It says real love is accepting other people the way they are without trying to change them. If we try to change them, this means that we don't really like them. It is easier to find someone who is already the way you want him or her to be, instead of trying to change that person. So, definitely a positive message there. Like I said, for the most part, it looks like your environment seems to be primarily supportive. This can come across as an energy that might be standing in your way in some regard. And, like I said, for a lot of you, it could be more of a work-related thing. So maybe some of you might even be exploring that, right? Like, okay, should I just shift into another work environment to feel like that sense of freedom and relief? But hope it resonated with you. Moving on to the Wisdom Oracle card, we have All That Glitters. There's the artwork, and the number is 16. Let's see what this has to say. All right, essential meaning says a need to see beyond the superficial, the desire to don a mask or dress something up to disguise its true nature, trying to be something you're not, chasing after every sparkly new thing, being mercurial. The oracle's message, it's only human to adorn oneself in trinkets and paint a pretty picture of oneself. It's natural to want to acquire the trappings of status, or to deny them as a statement of rebellion. But if it sparkles, is it better? Whether it's a fast car, a big house, a title or position, the stamp of authority, or the sparkling of diamonds, these icons let you know something about a person, place, or thing. Or do they? The truth is that people seek to acquire things because of what they will do for them and how they symbolically will elevate them and make them more attractive. This card signals that it's time to see beyond the adornments and probe beneath the surface. Learn to recognize the mask people wear and the motives underlying them. Imagine that all that glitter is gone. Would you still desire the object or person? So yeah, that was definitely an interesting message there, and seemed to really make me think of the emperor energy that we see in the environment too. So for some of you, for example, maybe this is even a long-term goal that you've set for yourself, and now you might be questioning, is that still something that you truly desire, or is it just something that at one time seemed to resonate with you, but now you're not really as interested in it? All right, the relationship message says sometimes we try to become something we're not to impress others. We embellish a story a bit, adding some dramatic elements to make us more appealing. The real person becomes hidden behind the sparkle and shine. Then there are times when we don't see the true value of someone else because he or she may not have the glitz and glamour that seems so desirable. Now's the time to look past the surface, beyond the mask, to the essence of a person. Who that person is, not what he or she has or can give you, is important. See beyond the glitter and look for the inner glow. Use the eyes in your heart. Let go of artifice and let what is authentic shine. Definitely a positive message there. This really didn't give me the energy of a romantic situation, but hopefully that resonated with those of you looking for some guidance there. The prosperity message says sometimes an opportunity looks so good that it glitters like gold and you just can't resist it, especially when it appears others are doing so well and have hit the motherlode. During the American gold rush, everyone hurried west to find their fortune and then deserted entire towns after the mining depleted the gold veins in the earth. So too can you deplete yourself as you chase after the latest shiny thing that has caught your eye. There is a mercurial quality to your present circumstances. Pay no attention to those who chase after fool's gold. Resist the temptation to be jealous of others. What they have achieved may not be the true success you seek, so don't compare yourself to them. You see only the surface right now, only the sparkle. Be assured that you will experience your own shining moment if you stick to what you know. All that glitters may not be gold for you. So yeah, definitely a positive, supportive message there as well. Hope it resonated. And lastly, we have a Mudra card for you guys. This is your Mudra here. It's the Matsya Mudra. The keyword for it is integration. All right. And there's the info on it. If you want to pause it or take a screenshot to read what it has to say. But it says activates the body's self-healing potential, increases suppleness, improves concentration, generates feelings of devotion and compassion. So if that sounds like a movie reading, be beneficial for you guys, we'll put the name in the description below as always. We'll wrap it up there, and I'll see you guys next month. All right, bye.